80 bells rang from St. Luke's Episcopal Church in downtown Atlanta in honor of the late civil rights icon John Lewis. Lewis lost his battle with pancreatic cancer last night. He was 80 years old. He will be remembered for his relentless quest for equality and getting into good trouble alongside Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. And throughout his life, Lewis had many ties to Nashville. News Channel 5's Eric Hill talked with a civil rights activist who says Lewis leaves behind a legacy of change.
Each page in Gloria McKissac's photo album tells a story.
Brings back a lot of memories.
Memories that paint a picture of Nashville's civil rights movement and of activists like John Lewis, who died last night after a months-long fight with pancreatic cancer.
I just have been grieving.
Lewis leaves an enduring mark on Music City. He first came to Nashville in the 1960s when he attended American Baptist College and Fisk University. Here he studied nonviolent activism and became an organizer of the Nashville sit-ins, a movement that would eventually lead to the desegregation of the city's lunch counters and would become a catalyst for the civil rights movement.
This is John in the front.
That's when McKissack first met the future congressman.
I was a freshman student at A&I, now Tennessee State University, and the Freedom Riders were going around from table to table trying to recruit students to participate and continue the sit-ins. John was one of those students that was going around recruiting. I decided that I would like to see, be a part of that.
McKissack said in Nashville, Lewis took on a leadership role, teaching her and other activists how to protest.
He was a role model in terms of what we should do. And I said, what John does, that's what I do.
And Lewis continued to be a role model for decades.
So he's my hero, always has been a role model, and I'm sorry that he's gone.
The news of Lewis's death came less than 24 hours after the passing of Reverend C.T. Vivian, another civil rights icon.
We have a whole era of significant people that are passing away.
So as McKissack grieves, she wants to make sure these photos aren't the only things telling her friends' stories.
So that's part of the role of those who are still alive, is to keep their legacy going by telling these stories.
In Nashville, Eric Hilt, News Channel 5.